Hey everyone, hope you're doing great. My name is Jason W. Hoyt, founder of Liberty Restoration Publishing and creator of the I Choose Liberty Pocket Constitution. And folks, we need to have a discussion with our family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers, and this is a great tool to do that. Click down below. You see a number of different options. You can buy them in bulk. The more books you buy, the cheaper they are per book, and we've got to hand them out to our family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers and have a discussion getting back to our foundational American principles. Now, I get the question all the time, Hoyt, what's in the book? I'm going to go through a little bit of that today. Yes, there's some Magna Carta in there. The Declaration of Independence is in there, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, Amendments 11 through 27, as well as notes on how the Constitution has changed over time due to the amendments. But I'm going to pull up a split screen here real quick. In that section that I wrote called 30 Foundational American Principles, I did one principle per page, very concise, precise language, to explain some of these foundational American principles. But the first thing that I did was I included this section called How to Analyze Proposed Legislation with 5 Questions. It's a tool. Instead of falling for the marketing slogans and the talking points online or in the media that you hear about this new legislation, we, the people, need to dig in to that legislation and look to answer these 5 questions to see if it's even a good idea or not, or even if it should be approved or not. So it's a great tool right there. I also have principle number 1, our rights come from God. Very basic, very foundational, but if you don't understand that and if you don't have that perspective, then you're going to be out there trying to get permission from the king to do what you got to do and forgetting the fact that your rights come from God. But it's so important. I put that as number 1. I also have a discussion there about the fact that the proper role of government is to secure my rights. It's not to determine them. It's not to hand out rights as they see fit. It's to secure our rights. That's from the Declaration of Independence, in fact. All political power is inherent in the people. Line 1, Article 1, Section 1, the very first line in the Florida Constitution and that of many states is all political power is inherent in the people. They get their power, the government gets their power from us. Consent to the governed, remember that. Liberty is freedom plus responsibility, discussion on that. We are not a democracy, such an important point. I have a discussion there about individual rights, not collective rights, and explaining these. Look, there's 30 of these things. There's 30 of these rights or 30 of these principles that we go through in the book, and I think it's super important. We are not an oligarchy. At any moment, you can stop this video, click down below, and begin the purchase. We are a constitutional republic. Why is that important? It's an extremely important perspective to have. We don't have constitutional rights. Whoa, a little controversial there. We don't have constitutional rights. We have constitutional protections. We have natural God-given rights. I don't have a First Amendment right to free speech. I have a natural God-given right and a First Amendment protection of that natural God-given right. It's such an important perspective. It's not for us, it's for them. The Bill of Rights does not list our rights. It lists protections of our rights. It's freedom of speech, not freedom from being offended. Super important here. There's 30 of these. It's freedom of religion, not freedom from religion. Folks, click down below. You'll be able to get this book, buy it in bulk, hand these out to your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers. I think this is a great tool for such a time as this. It's so important. We've got to get back to understanding these things, or we're going to fall for the whims of the day and these socialists and communists that are out there fooling the people and using them as useful idiots. We've got to educate the people around us, and I think that this is a great tool. Click down below. Get the book, buy it in bulk. I even have a course. Again, I have the audiobook available. I have a course on this, a 2.5-hour discussion going through these. You can sit down with your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers with that discussion, get them educated for such a time as this. God bless each and every one of you. Talk to you soon. Thanks.